that's what really made me. Hustling, that's what made me. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor, only one Scarface. I met her at a club, she twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, wanna everything that I can. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club.
Yeah.
I fell deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they find it out. I be taking straight losses, like what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. In the state gon' run them down.
Yeah, back in my bag again. I started rapping to jump out of, oh yeah, my daddy's son. Around that time, I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me. I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came first place again. I'm coming too hard, no they won't see me fall. I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man, I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no days, no they couldn't relate. Can't even touch for my heart in the safe. I'm trying to get out the hood to the lake. I'm with the crib with the leg in the back. QB sneaky, getting attacked. Go through the hole like cat in the hat. This a Hellcat, this ain't no scat. Doing a dash, you know what I mean? Doing my big one, letting them see it. And I'm gonna put on for my whole team.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time.
Yeah.
Now they watching me on prime time.
No question. No question, they wanna see a demise. Eastside just too fast, yeah, I kill them in stride. I love all my haters, they consider their pride. Went from humble beginners to numerous winners. I took a few losses, you know I hit them, still got chicken to fry. Know some people out here picking a side. Know I'm out here picking a lot. Watching the fakes, watching the snakes slither, striking the time. TDE, it's the family, we them dominant dogs. Top tiering, when them comments involved, we out.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on their in-state rivals to the north, the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I'm not quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hill. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And able to get this to the 31. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he works it right around the line of scrimmage. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3. And I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll go again with ETN. stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 46.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. The Jaguars, it's 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Complete to Tyreek Hill. A gain of 27 on the play. And the Dolphins 1st down.
A give, running right, Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about...
But I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll run with Etienne, and he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's 17-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Jags grab it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And just shedding him. Fights through and now a crease. Gets through and now an opening. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact.
And the Jags get to him as day goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd and a couple. Lawrence going to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go, sunshine. All right, fellas. On the jump.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll buy some time right. And, oh, that would get a right-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Lawrence. Touchdown! And Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tua, a final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars 15.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Etienne up the middle, fighting him off. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Etienne once more. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Well, Lawrence going to move them around a bit. And now they'll shift things around. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 41.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Tua. And he is caught into space at the 45. They find some open field here. And finally down at the 32-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And the Dolphins get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game.
31, Jaguars 22. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Play action. It's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence. Looking right sideline. That's complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And a touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Josh Allen coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeff Wilson taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, And that makes this a 9-point game.
Jaguars 29.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
They're on the 34-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yards on the play. Move those chains. That's good for Jacksonville.
They go play action with Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
All right, let's go.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Another try from the 14 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he can max out a field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Oh, did the Jags get this? Yes, Jags football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Lawrence. He's going to leave this. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Absolutely.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Here's Lawrence.
He's got his man on the crossing route.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. And they'll run with Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Tua.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Go with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's Tua.
Dancing to his left.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Tua.
And that is incomplete.
Someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Tua.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Jacksonville, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching.